I have a bit of sad news to report for y'all this evening. Bob Bryar, the longest-standing drummer for My Chemical Romance, has passed away at age 44. Law enforcement has told TMZ that Bryar was found dead in his Tennessee home on Tuesday after last being seen alive on November 4th. TMZ is reporting that no foul play is suspected, with all of Bryar's weapons and music equipment in the home being left untouched. TMZ also included some uncomfortable details saying that animal control came to the house after the body, which was badly decomposed, was discovered and took 2 dogs away. At this time, the medical examiner is investigating the cause and manner of Bryar's death. Bryar rose to prominence with My Chemical Romance when he joined the band in 2004 as a replacement for their then drummer Matt Pellissier, hopefully I'm pronouncing that correctly, with Bryar then performing drums on the 2006 album The Black Parade, which stands as the group's most well-known album. Bryar did take part in the band's album Danger Days, The True Lives of the Fabulous Killjoys in 2010. He left the band shortly after in a less than amicable split. Bob Bryar has been particularly open about his mental health experiences on social media over the years. He's been very vocal about separating his life from the My Chemical Romance days. Bob Bryar publicly sold his original Black Parade uniform in 2022, vying to donate the proceeds in the eBay auction to abandoned and sheltered animals in the areas of Florida and South Carolina that have been affected by Hurricane Ian, with the winning bid exceeding $12,000. Bob Bryar had long been involved with dog rescue efforts, with the year prior selling a drum kit that was used during My Chemical Romance's most formative moments to raise funds for the Williamson County Animal Control and Adoption Center in Tennessee. While Bryar was in the band My Chemical Romance, he was a very dedicated band member. To a fault, some may say. During the filming of the music video Famous Last Words, the last song on the Black Parade, his leg caught on fire and he decided to keep filming the video despite this. This led to an infection from the burn on his leg, which he ignored, which later spread to his face and caused an abscess, risking further being spread to his brain and ended up in the hospital. Bryar had to keep an ice pack on his face for a very long time to avoid further injury and ended up with some very serious nerve damage. I'm going to include a little clip at the end here where the band talks about the injuries sustained on stage during Famous Last Words. But as of publishing time for this video on November 29th, 11:41 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, the current standing members of My Chemical Romance have not yet commented on the passing of Bob Bryar. This story is currently developing. Stay tuned to Common Revolt as I will provide an update as soon as I have it. Rest in peace.
And Bob, for the last shot of the video, I don't know how he did it, but his leg was being burned so bad from this fire that was on set. And he still stayed there so he can get the shot. But what ended up happening is back of his left leg got a 2nd and 3rd degree burn on the calf area, right? Mm-hmm. And so it was really bad. But he stayed there, and then we're all standing there. Now, we're just almost mortified and just confused and just shocked by this fire. It's shocking how
hot it was. Like, even for us being like, I would say like maybe 10 more feet away from the fire than Bob was.
Right.
Like, yeah, I was like, oh man, like I won't have to shave ever again.
Right, it was like that.
Scar
like,
tissue. But
the back of my head just started singeing.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so we were almost like consumed by this flame. It was a wall of fire, and we're looking at it, and we're like, oh my God. And then Bob goes, all of a sudden, he snaps us out of it, and he goes, I gotta get out of here. Right?
I remember we were, at that point, I was so tired, and it was the last shot that we were going to do, and I don't know really how to explain it, but there was some stuff that was being burned that basically once the shot was over, it was gone completely. We couldn't recreate it because everything was being burned. So at that point, I was having problems lifting my arms, and we were all just like really, really tired. And I kind of felt I was kind of starting to get burned, and then I was like, this really hurts really bad. And then I kind of started to look to see if my leg was on fire, and then at that point I was like, all right, I'm just gonna hold on as long as I can. I'm already in pain, like we'll just see how far we can get with it. And somehow it was to the end of the song, and it was the last shot. You could see it. There's a camera up on me, and I don't remember exactly what I said, but I was like, I gotta leave. I gotta go or something. And you just see me like run off the shot, like. But it's definitely, we watched playback from that shot, and it just by the fact that we are all kind of in pain, right. It looks amazing. Like it looks really good. So it's worth it.
So fast forward to the next day, me and Bob in the emergency room together, and
and then I got gangrene.
And then he got gangrene.
Fast forward to that.
Fast forward to Japan.
His leg looking like guacamole.
We should apologize also to the people of San Diego. We missed that show, Street Scene. We're really upset about it. We were literally in the hospital.
We tried really hard.
Yeah, 7 a.m. the morning of the show. There's doctors looking at me and Bob going, "You guys can't play. Are you crazy?"